17.6 million Americans deal with some form of depression every year. 1 out of 5 Americans deal with depression in their lifetime. The rate of clinical depression is twice that among females as males. Untreated depression is the #1 cause leading to suicide. Depression is a leading cause for alcoholism, drug abuse, other addictions, and it's easy to see why Elijah went to the depths of despair and depression. Same reason why people want to give up today. We want to quit when we're drained. Elijah was literally running for his life. He ran all the way from Jezreel to Beersheba. It's about 70 miles. And remember, he had already dealt with 450 prophets of Baal, so he was literally exhausted. And sometimes we find ourselves working and working until we're exhausted. Then we grit our teeth, we bear in, and we work a little bit longer. People's schedules are so hectic, they hardly have time for their children, their grandchildren, let alone husbands and wives having time for one another. And when you get drained, you find yourself in the midst of discouragement, sometimes in the midst of depression, and you want to quit. You find yourself wanting to quit when you feel abandoned, when you feel deserted. That wicked queen Jezebel hated Elijah, and she was out to get him. And Elijah felt so bad, he felt like everybody was out to get him. If you look at verse 10 and verse number 14, he tells God, look, I'm the only one still loves you. I'm the only one still faithful. I'm the only one still committed. He was literally having a pity party for himself. And isn't that what the devil wants all of us to do? He wants to drive us away from the very people that love us, care about us, and wants to help us. He shoves fear and he shoves paranoia in our minds. And some people, they've gotten so paranoid, they can't even go to football games anymore because when they huddle up, they think they're being talked about. Folks, we all have problems. One fellow told me, he said, preacher, you know what the difference between big problems and little problems are? I said, no. He said, big problems when it's happening to me, little problems when it's happening to you. It's kind of like the difference between major surgery and minor surgery. Major surgery if it's happening to us, minor surgery if it's somebody else. We go through problems. And it's easy to see why Elijah wanted to quit and give up. And when you get to that point in your life, you become an easy target for the devil's discouragement. We want to quit when we feel depleted. Remember Elijah? He had just won a wonderful spiritual battle there on Mount Carmel. Immediately after that, a big bird had the body of a frog in his mouth. Big bird had the body of a frog in his mouth, but his arms were out, and those arms were around the neck of the big bird. And it had this caption, never give up. There was an